said, God loves you and save the babies. He said, Dad, he said, we never had more fun in our life. He said, we were total rebels today. And then they came back and they all smoked cigars and play cards in the garage.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Man, this has been great.
It has. I can't believe
I think
you're
we
here.
can keep going on and on, but I know you've got we've got an event tonight for a second night of talking to our cluster parishes, and so
we're grateful you came down.
Well, it's a great time. Just as a kudos to you guys for what you do, because you've got a lot of preachers and priests and podcasts, but most guys are just Joe Sixpack. They're just average guys. They love beef and they love families and countries and they love having fun together and having a beer. Well, you guys, where's the beer, by the way? But being with you guys is very down to earth, and I think that's why you're being so successful, is because you reach guys, you're hitting on the cardinal truths of the faith and of being a man and a family and an American and a Catholic. You're not just hitting one thing. You kind of got the whole spectrum you're covering, and you're doing it well, and you're doing it a lot of fun and right down to earth. And I think that's why you're being so successful, and it's a pleasure to be part of it, because I feel just like you guys.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm no theologian or philosopher. I'm just an average guy.
Well, just kind of piggyback on, we feel like we're like you because we're involving our families. They're just as much a part of this as we are. I mean, they allow us to go do these things when we maybe should be home doing some stuff around there, but they're behind us. They
biggest
support
fans,
us.
right?
Yeah, our biggest fans.
Yeah,
it'd be a fun show sometime to bring some of your kids on.
Yes,
and have them
absolutely
on the show with you and talk about.
We got a few hams in the bunch.
Yeah, let me really tell you about Dan.
Do you remember who edits these?
Editor in chief. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that we thought, like, we're just normal people, and I think there's looking out there, not saying to all the other podcasters and all the other folks that are out there with a microphone and a camera, but that you're not normal, but just having regular conversations, because the world is so crazy. We just wanted to share the fact that, hey, normalcy exists, and we're actually the majority.
Yes.
And I think that's what's been the thread that we've all been able to.
And what happens in our country today is so many people, the vocal ones, the liberals, the Democrats, all those, the liberals, progressives who are against Catholicism, they're so loud. They're the voices that are heard. And so then a Catholic thinks, wow, I'm all by myself. But shows like this say, you know what? You're not by yourself. In fact, you're part of the majority. Those other people, they may be loud, but they're still the minority. And nobody really wants to be associated with them.
Right. It's so true.
I mean, you guys are much more fun to be associated with.
But you even said in one of your talks that I've listened to that, if you want to be a rebel, if you want to be unique and noticed, be a Catholic.
That's what my son, when he was 16, he said, Dad, I think I'm going to get some tattoos and earrings. And I said, well, first of all, you're not. If you come in with the earring, there's going to be a little hole. When I'm done, it's going to be a big hole. And I said, and second of all, why would you want to do that? And he says, well, Dad, I want to be different. And I said, you want to be different by being like everyone else?
Exactly.
That's it.
Everybody's doing it. That's what it's not being different. I said, if you want to be different, if you really want to stand out, be an authentic Catholic.
Amen.
And my son took me up on it. And he went and bought it. He bought his new car. He bought it himself when he was 16. He saved up since he was 8 years old to buy this Ford Explorer. I took him down to the Ford Motor Company. He bought a brand new one off the front.
Oh, sweet.
And he went with his buddies. They went to the lumber yard and they bought pieces of plywood and they painted them and they put pro-life signs on them.
Oh, good for them.
And they started driving on Saturday, all day Saturday. They drove through Ann Arbor, which is one of the most liberal university towns. And he said, Dad, everywhere we went, they're giving us the finger, and we were rolled down. We were saying, God loves you and save the babies. He said, Dad, he said, we never had more fun in our life. He said, we were total rebels today. And then they came back and they all smoked cigars and play cards in the garage.
Nice, that's great.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Real Catholicism.
Amen.
But just think all the things we've discussed in an hour here.
Yeah, sure.
We've covered a lot of bases.
This has been great.
Yeah,
we can have you on again. When are you coming back? No.
Well, we've been able to make it up to Michigan, and we had a great time. It was my first time. I know.
Same here.
Yeah. So maybe, who knows? We might make our way up up north.
Well, if you ever do, we have a studio, and we'd be happy to have you use it, and we do a show like this, because I live only 10 minutes from Ave Maria Radio.
Oh, awesome.
And they have a whole new video studio set up. So
I love looking at everybody's toys.
yeah. If you ever come up
Video
there
toys
again,
and-
let me know,
Okay,
and we'll do it.
awesome.
We'll get Teresa to come in one show. I'll do another show. We get Cresta to do a show.
That would be great. Yeah, we've been on with both of those heavy hitting all stars, on the radio.
Yeah.
Right.
So that'd be awesome to see on set location.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're actually going to spend some time with them here at the end of January. We're going on the Good News Cruise.
Yep.
So we're going to be joining Al and Teresa. And
I'm not on this one. I was on the last one, and I'm on the next one.
Okay. Give us a reason to go on the next one then.
they've been asking, so I guess we'll have to tell them yes.
Yeah, it's a marriage, cruise. So
Right.
I don't think my wife will be too sad if we have to go on 2 in a row.
No.
Or 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
What
All
our goal
right.
is to do with corporate travel, because we're partners on a lot of things and we work together, is to get a cruise that is exclusively just the Good News Cruise, where we own the ship. It's not going to be as big a ship,
Yeah,
but
right.
everybody on the ship would be the same.
That would
And
be
I told them
amazing.
it'd be smart to have 2 tracks, one a family track and one an apologetics track.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you
Bible
listening,
and
John?
apologetics.
John Hale? Are you listening?
And that way the whole ship would be just us, and it'd be much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we were invited to Michigan. That's
Yeah.
where we went and stayed. Got to have dinner with the Hale family
Yeah.
at their home, and
Had to have Father Ricardo and then Joe Krupp.
Yeah.
Father
Father
Joe.
Joe
Father
Krupp.
Joe.
Oh,
Good
man.
folks. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a hoot.
Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
He is full of Krupp, I tell you. Man.
he's the MC on this
Krupp.
show.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
I
is.
said Krupp. K-R-U-P.
Yeah.
P. 2 pieces.
2 pieces.
All right. Well,
Good.
Steve,
thank
thanks
you
again.
again.
Thank
Where
you.
can our viewers get more information?
CatholicConvert.com. That's like the hub of the wheel. I've got hundreds of free documents you can download, hundreds of conversion stories, all of our pilgrimages. Actually, you can go, if you can't afford to go on a pilgrimage, every pilgrimage I've done in the last 10 years, I have a 2-hour movie on
Nice.
YouTube movie that you can actually watch, a virtual
Oh, wow.
trip with aerials and music and everything.
cool.
So every trip we
Wow.
do, we make a full 2-hour movie of it. So you can go watch those movies. You can see our pilgrimages coming up. I have my store there with all my movies and books and everything. And
I'll be sure to.
CatholicConvert.com.
Yeah, I'll be sure to
Yes.
personally share it as well.
Thank
So,
you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And I know Tony's the master of social media.
There
so
you go.
He's
and
our
Joe
social
with
media
video.
guru.
Yeah.
CatholicConvert.com. It's a hard name to remember, you know.
Yeah. Right.
And keep it simple. Well, thanks again, Steve, for being here.
you.
And in the meantime,
Be bold.
be real.
Be Catholic.
God
God
bless
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 you.
you.